Hello everyone, so we are back with another session with one of the achievers, and today we have Aditi here, and she secured All India Rank 6 in CLAT 2021, and it's a great feat, I would say, when you are talking about achieving that rank where 60,000 students almost have appeared for the examinations. Congratulations, Aditi, and it's great to have you here. How is the feeling right now?
Thank you, first of all. And I'm really happy, and my happiness hasn't went anywhere like since the result came, because it is obviously huge. I used to see the toppers interview here, and now I am here, so obviously it feels great to be here. And obviously, to like AIR 6 is a huge thing. So I was, first of all, I could not believe, oh, is it my rank? I checked it twice when it came. And even in the morning, I checked it, like, is it my result or it's just some thing? So I'm happy, like really happy. I can't even express. I'm happy, so happy.
Yes, in fact, the results came quite late this time actually. So a lot of anxious moments students had actually all throughout midnight. They were awake waiting for the results. But great to have that kind of results actually. Aditi, you started your preparation quite early actually. So for the CLAT and the ILET and the other law entrances actually. So, what was there in your mind when you started your preparation? What is that you wanted to keep your focus upon? How has been your journey all throughout?
Okay, sir. So I started from 11th, but I didn't do much in 11th. I just never even studied. I just attended the classes and all. So my actual preparation actually started after the CLAT 2020 happened. So before that also the lockdown was there, and watching films and with families and all of that was there. I kept on procrastinating in 2021 in the starting. And then after it was like, I started around September or October. So from that onwards, I was like really consistent, I must say. And like there were like incidents, because obviously you are like demoralized or disheartened. So I just kept on going. But yeah, like specifically I'll tell you about the subjects. And the legal, first of all, legal, I'll tell you about legal, because legal doesn't differ much from the old pattern. I just used to practice the old pattern, because in 11th I did the basic from the classes, and then pretty much like, did the basics. And in the starting of my preparation, I again did the basics, and then did the old pattern questions or like past year papers, and then applied those in mocks. Like didn't practice much of legal, because I think it was my strong area. So first of all, you have to determine your strong area and weak area from the mocks itself. And because so you can just divide your time proportionately. So like you can just give your small time to the your strong area, and just a little more time to your weak areas. Like I was really weak in maths. So I just did that, like divided my time proportionately to my strong section and weak section.
Okay, so as you said, you got more serious around September, October, which is 2020 actually. So by that time, you also realize what is the expectation, what is the structure of the paper, because it got changed only in 2020 actually. So how much time you are putting across for each of these sections? What was your plan of action?
So per day, I wasn't like really have fixed hours. But yeah, I used to have tasks, like I used to make a checklist in the morning or the day before. So what I used to do is like write task, like if I have to do 20 CR questions, or I have to do one exercise of the maths from the class sheet, or if I do have to like read the newspaper, and everything I have to do in a week, sorry, a day, I used to write it in a like a checklist type format, and I used to just stick it in the end of the day. So yeah, and like hours, don't study by hours, because if you have hours, you'll be like, okay, 2 hours ho gaya, ab nahi padhna hai. And if you have like tasks, you will complete it. Even if you don't complete in the, like first few days or first few weeks of your like strategy, it's fine. You'll do just follow it like till the end. Don't just leave a strategy like in the mid because you're not able to follow it. You'll just follow it to like when you just go through it. Yeah.
So in fact, that means that when you have made a plan for yourself, it is more important that you follow up to it. That is
Yes.
very much
Just
important.
don't leave in the mid time.
Yes. The other question which I have is because this entrance is immediately after the board examinations, even in the usual times, actually, or the normal times, you would say. And most students are definitely the ones who are in class 12, so they have to prepare for the board examination. I'm sure that pressure was also there on your mind. It's a different story, it got cancelled at a later stage. But then you are preparing for your board examination as well. So, how you are managing both at the same time?
So, sir, honestly, I was always inclined towards CLAT. I never thought, okay, I want good marks in both and all. Even my parents were like really supportive. My father said to me, like, you don't take tension. You just want 50% for your eligibility in the CLAT exam. Just don't think. But yeah, like boards, because my classes were like for the batch I was enrolled in had the classes in I think evening. So the class didn't have difficulty. Like I didn't have difficulty in attending both the classes of 12th and the class like the CLAT classes. I had like 12 classes in the morning and the CLAT classes in the evening. But still, I like sometimes I used to just miss 12 classes for the CLAT classes, and yeah, it is definitely difficult like to manage both the things because obviously you have to do like when the practicals came. Obviously, I also had to just miss some CLAT classes, but you have to manage it. It's not that it happened with the time. Just it is difficult, but yeah, it happened. It will get sorted out. Just.
Yeah, so CLAT classes are deliberately planned in evening actually because we do understand that you have your school timings actually in the morning actually. So that's why we keep it on evening if it's a weekday batch. So that's great to hear about. But obviously, some expectation is always there when it comes to board examination. Glad to hear that parents were definitely there to support you and they realized what your intentions and dreams were actually. That's wonderful. For any aspirant, there comes a time in their life when they have those ups and downs. So at times you might have felt that probably this seems to be a bit tougher, or probably I'm not improving in a particular area. So I'm sure you would have come across that point of time through that point as well. So how did you cope up with that? What did you do exactly to overcome that problem?
Okay, so I definitely had my ups and downs, like as all aspirants have, like they do have. And so this especially came when I just scored like little less in mocks. So I was like, okay, like this is tough now. I have to do. But if it like if the mock scores are low in like 1 in 5 mocks, then it's fine. But if you are just constantly not like getting high marks and getting low marks, low percentile, you get like tend to get disheartened or demotivated. Like it happened with me. I think around January. So I was like, okay, like I cannot do it or something like thoughts come into your mind. But I was like, okay, I have time, I can do it maybe. So I just went on, like obviously, and first of all, like don't doubt your strategy, like never do that. Just because you're not getting marks in marks, just don't do it. And I myself was like, okay, if I'm just marks, what I did was the marks I'm getting low marks. Like it is good in a sense because you just get more you get your more mistakes to know, and then you have like more. I used to analyze it more like the paper is of 2 hours. I used to analyze it in 4 hours because obviously it used to take time, and then I used to analyze it, uh, and yeah, maths. As I said, it was like really tough for me because it wasn't tough in a sense that I could not understand maths, but it was like time management. The time management was really tough for me, and eventually I started like doing it. Then I started getting marks in mocks, so it was all right. It'll be like all right in the end. Just do it, just go on, and so don't just leave and don't doubt your strategy at all. Just go on.
That self belief is always important actually. So you need to have that belief in yourself, and I've been telling this across every interview which I have come across, which I have done across. That self belief is very important, and that is what takes you to the success actually. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody can help you out there actually. Uh, for every student, there is a particular area which they are really concerned about, given the nature of the subject itself. I'm talking about general knowledge actually. So it's so vast. People say it's so vast. It's very difficult to cover everything. So what was your strategy? What you did to cover this particular section and ensure that I get a good score in this section as well?
Okay, so even in CLAT, I got pretty good marks. In GK, I got 26 in GK. And because first of all, just read newspaper, like it is really important, because even if it doesn't help you in like getting news what you want, but still it helps you like build a perspective around the news. You understand anything better if you just read it again and again in the newspaper, like editorials. And like if a news just comes again and again in the newspaper, you get yeah, like you know it is important. What I used to do is like make a list like from starting the important topics, and then I used to do like research on the topic, like from the Google or anywhere. Like you can see the sites like Indian Express, the Hindu, BBC, and everything. And like YouTube, it you'll get pretty much like so much information. You get everything out there. And then I used to just I have those 100 or 150 topics like important that I noted from the newspaper, and then I just researched them, and then I just didn't write the notes like I didn't write them. I just used to copy and paste them in the Microsoft Word. So, and I used to just when I used to read them, I used to highlight the important points, so I don't have to like read again the whole document again. And yeah, and month like I did like them really consistently. Month and like they are lengthy. Obviously, they are lengthy like for a week. But what I used to do is like when I used to study them from the for the classes, the master stroke classes, I used to highlight the like important part so that I don't have to read them again. So just I could save some time there. I used to highlight the important points like any name or any place or anything important, and then I used to revise it. And the month and 2.0, like, and for GK don't have too many sources because you'll get confused and just and you'll at the end you don't know like what to study if you have so many sources. I myself had 4 sources like month and 2.0 newspaper, and like I had one more compilation I guess, and my notes obviously. So don't have too many sources, and month and 2.0 and month and newspaper, and just make your own notes. Like they are like best, they are the best. And don't have too many sources. I'm saying it again, don't have too many sources. Just have like limited sources so that you can even revise it. There's no point in writing like so much notes that you cannot even revise in the end. So it's just like I have many notes like left. I haven't even seen them. Like I have just wrote them and just there, and I don't know where are they. So just have
So,
limited.
but unlike your school notes, even if you want to share this with somebody, because next year the situation will completely change, the questions will change, so it's not that. But yes, so you talked about Manthan, you talked about Manthan 2.0, and obviously newspaper. That is something which is definitely recommended, and it serves a lot of purpose other than ensuring that you have a good knowledge.
So much about it. Logical, it helps in logical and legal also. Like newspaper, I used to like love reading newspaper. I know why I just love reading newspaper.
In fact, now you'll continue to do that because that's a habit you have developed actually, and you love that habit actually. Over a period of time, you start loving that, and you need a newspaper every day actually. So if you don't find them, you feel agitated kind of. So Manthan, definitely everybody is shouting about Manthan actually. And for those who are unaware, Manthan and Manthan 2.0 are specially designed current affairs compendium. One comes on a weekly basis and one is an event special covered document basically for CLAT, the new version of the CLAT. And all CS students know the importance of Manthan and the master stroke session actually, which Kandap sir does every Saturday. Uh, Aditi, one question I would like to ask over here is you when you started your preparation and when you realized that sometimes your mock scores were coming down. Obviously, you talked about analysis actually, and you spent almost 4 hours on analysis. So, what was those few specific things you were looking into analysis? What do you believe that every candidate should do when they are doing the analysis of their performance in the mocks? What are those few areas they should definitely look at?
Okay, so analysis, what I used to do myself was I used to like reattempt the whole mock except GK. Like, because sometimes when you are giving the mock, like in those 2 hours, you have like the time management issue and everything. So you tend to make like really silly mistakes. So you need to like look at every question again and look at like what went wrong. Why did I mark the particular question and why not the right answer? So I used to like completely reattempt the mock again and then just match the solution and everything. And in the end, we also had those Rahul Reddy sir's analysis videos, so they also helped a lot. So yeah, like don't be like, okay, just watch the answer, okay, C is the answer, okay, I know it now. You can do it for GK obviously, but not for all subjects, because as you give like more mocks and you analyze them more, you tend to get like see patterns in your mistakes. And I did see them, and then I just mocks, the only purpose the mocks play like they have is that they help you find out your mistakes, like, and your weak areas and everything. So just do it. Don't just give mocks and don't just also analyze them like completely, reattempt them, like do it. Don't leave analysis.
So the more you attempt, you do understand your strengths as well at the same time actually. So while you definitely work upon your weaknesses. So that was Aditi, All India Rank 6, talking about her journey, her preparation, her strategy for CLAT and other law entrances. Aditi, any word of advice for the juniors, aspirants who will be taking up the exam in 2022-23?
Yes, sir. First of all, don't leave maths, because I was one of the students, like half of them preparation. I was busy asking people, can we leave maths in the paper? Can we do that? And the only answer I got was like, no, you can't. And even if you can, you shouldn't leave, because according to me, maths is the rank decider. Like, and you shouldn't leave maths. Just don't do it. It's not that tough, because I myself was terrible at maths, and I can do it. You can do it. Like, you can do it.
Yes.
And don't just believe in yourself and don't doubt yourself just because when mock went bad. Don't doubt yourself. Never do.
That's so wonderful, actually. So, all the viewers out there, if I were to recap this, I would say what Aditi mentioned: do not look out for too many resources. Be limited in terms of resources, but ensure that you utilize them, you complete them. That is very, very important. And definitely have that belief in yourself. There are always bad days, but you'll always have those good days as well. So one bad day should not decide your future. So you always have that belief, have that determination, and I'm sure success will be yours. Thank you, Aditi. And once again, on behalf of entire Career Launcher LST family, we wish you all the best and many congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.